I can't remember exactly if it was this past spring or the end of winter, but it was around that time period of this year when this experience had happened. It was nighttime and I was getting ready to go to sleep with my wife already sleeping next to me, and my daughter was still up in the living room. As I was about to lay down, I noticed the feeling I started to feel when I know that there is something around me. And being in the dark at the time didn't make me feel too comfortable knowing that there was something watching me that I could not see in my room. I could feel that whatever was there was at the foot of my bed, which is in front of my bedroom door. The door was closed, but with my daughter still up, and in the living room, there was light coming in from the bottom crack of the door. I was thinking to myself that I don't want to look too hard and see something that I don't want to see. But I still decided to look at the foot of my bed and noticed this black mass-looking thing in the corner of where my TV stand and bedroom door are. I just told myself that I was probably seeing wrong and that it wasn't really anything there. So I just hurried up and laid back to try and go to sleep and ignore what I just saw at the foot of my bed. As I was laying in bed trying to go to sleep, I remember hearing what I thought was my daughter coming in the room to climb in bed with us and waited for her to start to get in bed. But when I didn't feel her do so, I looked up to see what she was doing and saw that she wasn't in the room. I laid back down thinking how weird that was, because I could have swore I heard her open our door and come in. Eventually I fell asleep, and I still remember the nightmare I had that night. I have 5 ducks as our pets that we love and spoil a lot. I take great care in looking after them, to where I even make sure to lock them up in their homes at night to keep them safe from predators out here, living in the middle of the woods. Anyways, my point being, I care very much about them and their safety. That night, I had a bad dream of them being hurt somehow, and me freaking out and screaming, not knowing what had happened to them. My wife ends up waking me up from this nightmare, because she said I was making noises in my sleep that sounded like I was having a bad dream. I'd like to add that I don't normally make noises in my sleep, so this isn't something that happens often. I told her I was so glad she woke me up, because I was having a horrible dream. I was still very tired and could barely hold my eyes open, as I was sitting up in bed, continuously dozing in and out, fighting myself to go back to sleep, in fear that I would start back up in that dream again. After however long I was doing that, my wife asked what was I dreaming, and after telling her, she began to tell me that I had woken her up to making the noises in my sleep, when she noticed as her eyes started to adjust to the dark room, that there was what she described to look like a black mass, hovering over me as I was sleeping, and freaked her out to see, staring at it to figure out if she is seeing correctly or not. She said that's when she woke me up and saw the black mass move from above me across to the other side of the room. She said as I was sitting up, she saw it start to come back towards me and get close and then back up a little and come back towards me. When she finally had asked me about what I had dreamed, it just disappeared. I told her how freaky that was to hear, because I couldn't keep my eyes open, and it seemed like it was trying to mess with me again when I kept dozing in and out, making me wonder what it would have done if I had gone back to sleep then. I told her that it was most likely what was making me have my bad dream then, since it was hovering over me while I was having it, like it somehow was affecting my dream. I told her that it was creepy how she had also described what she had saw as a black mass, because I then told her that I had saw the same thing at the end of the bed near the door right before I went to sleep, which she was unaware of at that time. So for her to describe seeing the same thing that I had saw made me think I really did see something near our door. Now, whenever I have bad dreams like that, I can't help but wonder if that black mass is above me again or not. My wife hasn't seen that above me since, but that doesn't mean it hasn't came back though. It's not like she is always watching me during my sleep. Normally, my wife is the one that is affected while sleeping by whatever, because she has had many sleep paralysis episodes and has seen and felt something messing with her, waking her up. So, she was surprised to see it messing with me this time. I keep wondering what it was, and why it seemed to be making me have bad dreams. Like it somehow feeds off of that or something. I don't know, maybe it wasn't affecting my dream, but for whatever reason, was hovering above me. It's just weird how it didn't go away when I woke up, but only across the room, and then started to get close to me again when I started to fall back asleep. Maybe someone here might know what that was about? It's not like this happens a lot to me though, so I don't know what to think about it.